Okay, in this video, I'm gonna go over how you can actually build a competitive advantage, build a moat in the AI first era where almost everything is possible to do with AI. You know, in 2 years, you'll be able to tell AI to replicate this exact app that I want to replicate and it will do it. So basically that means that features won't be a moat anymore. Technology won't be that big of a moat for startups and for businesses at any size. Of course, there will be some advantages with different type of AI solutions and different type of tech infrastructures, but that is coming less and less important. And that's why I'm really thinking that brand, community, and your story is the new moat in the AI first era. So I want to go over why brand is the only defense in this AI first world and how we are building that with our companies across multiple different verticals. So basically kind of setting the standard of where we are right now with technology and AI. So basically it's all about the commoditization of tech. And this really means that AI reduces the barrier of technology and anyone can really clone features or build MVPs or build products much faster. So when everyone has the same accessibility to tech and to features and to build different products with AI, how you can actually be different, how you can build your moat from technology then? That's actually a question that we've been wondering and kind of thinking a lot with our companies, whether it's the AI companies, once again AI and call company, or the e-commerce brand as well. Like this principle applies to most of the businesses in the world. And the thing is that you nowadays can't really spend 3 months, 6 months, a year building your MVP because one kid in a bedroom with skills of how to use AI will build and vibe code pretty much the same thing and the same features that you have with your kind of manual coding and full working tech team in a matter of weeks or month. So this means that we are really kind of leveling flat in terms of comparing 10 different businesses in the same industry, building pretty much the same product or the same solution to a problem. So 5 years ago, 10 years ago, we still kind of compared all of these different companies in terms of their technology and what they actually have. This company has a really brilliant technology and innovation for X feature, and then this company they made up this thing with their technology and with kind of their way of coding and all these kind of different things were like geniuses back in the day. But now it's really so that AI can handle most of those things. AI can really be commoditized. So coming to the point, if you're betting on your features as your moat, then you have probably already lost. Everyone has access to pretty much the same technology, so you have to find something else that you are gonna compete with. And that brings me to the next point. Why brand is the ultimate moat in today's age, and actually combining that with data and with distribution. If you can differentiate yourself within those different 3 areas, you have a strong future ahead of you. So with brand, you are really building trust, you're building taste, you're building your community, and overall your narrative. No one can copy your brand. No one can copy you being you, and no one can copy your team of being your team. Every single individual behind a company, every single brand on its own has their own narrative, has their own tastes, own personalities. Of course, I can go ahead and copy Nike or Apple and how do they design stuff and how do they do things, but I never will become Apple within their narrative, within their story, and how they have built things as a brand. Brands are basically building over time based on all of these different surrounding little things, such as the narrative, the tastes, the personalities, all these kind of different things. And that I can see is something that will be more and more valued in the AI era as well. So basically AI can really copy your code, but it really can't copy how people are actually feeling about you. You as a brand, as a company, need to build these kind of connections with people, as I said, kind of connect the brand with community, so you are actually building something that is just more reachable than your company and your clients. When you build a community around your brand, you are really building a following, you're building the storytelling, the narrative, as I've been speaking about that, and it's really all about the feelings around your brand. So basically you really have to start thinking again why you actually exist, what is kind of your belonging, the community, culture, rituals, and overall kind of how you present yourself, what is your beauty, your aesthetics, designs, how you bring your company to the public, to the clients, and to basically all people around it. So instead of, for example, selling an e-commerce product, you need to really switch into building a lifestyle, building a movement, and building a community of, for example, healthier living. And then coming to the third extra thing that I mentioned, the data. If we combine all of these different things with a proper data that is high quality, that is coming from our clients and coming from our work, that is of course something that others can copy as well. But if we get as far as possible from our competitors in terms of the amount of data that we have and the amount of kind of insights from the industry and from the clients about the problem overall, then we're going to have a huge competitive edge compared to our clients, because we have all these clients, we have all these problems and all the insights from the work that we've been doing. That really kind of sets a competitive advantage and sets a kind of road that we are far ahead compared to our competitors. And it's really about the quality of the data as well. So if we just collect some random AI generated data, then of course that is not as valuable as the real data from the real world and from the real customers. Related to that, a good point, an example is, for example, Aura Ring, which is a Finnish company actually. And yeah, they are now again raising 875 million Series E, and yeah, they're bringing their valuation to 11 billion. So that really tells that the data is king, and the amount of data that Aura is collecting from, and one of the most important data of us human beings, all the health and sleep and wellness data that they've been collecting throughout these years, now just compounds, and yeah, as we can see, makes the company more and more valuable all the time, of course, on top of kind of growing their customer base as well. So kind of recapping all of these different thoughts, what does this actually mean for companies in the real world? How can we apply these principles into what we are actually doing? So now we are thinking more about kind of, okay, we need a solid brand, we need data, we need distribution. So again, brand is not just building a nice logo, a nice font, and then pushing out some colors to the world to see. It's really about kind of a better storytelling, better narrative for you as the company. What do you stand for? What do you bring up to the world? How do you speak? What is your personality? What is your promise? Basically the one sentence that people say on a repeat again and again and again. From personality, really the voice, the tone and the taste that you have. Your proof of course becomes very important. Your client stories, what are you actually bringing to the public in terms of your victories and losses as well. It's the authenticity that matters as well. Your presence becomes very important as well. How are you actually doing these daily actions on social media and on other channels as well? And then everything comes down to people, the rituals, the events that you are doing, the community that you are building, kind of the human to human connections that you do on top of your nice cool tech product that you have. How do you actually bring the human connections that we as humans we require those, we need those, and that's something that will stick to people's mind as well. We had an event with Nuku launching these active nasal strips at the beginning of summer, and that was really a proper launch event. And yeah, there we had a run club, saunas, ice baths, coffees, snacks, all these kind of different things, and bringing 100 people together basically to enjoy healthy living and these new products, and overall just make these human to human connections. And that really kind of showed us that doing these events and bringing people together and building community, building a group of people to do things with is super important. And then the company is more than just the products. So really, AI is the greatest equalizer we have ever seen, and it makes execution cheaper, faster and more efficient, but it also kills shortcuts. In this new world, your moat is how people feel about you, the amount of data that you have, the quality of the data, your distribution, and really the tech isn't something that you can't compete with. You need to make sure that you have taste, you have your story, your culture, and your brand. Tech will get copied, features will get copied, systems will get automated, people will vibe code things in weeks and months. And across our company as well, this is something that we are thinking every single day and trying to make our best to be different from all those competitors in the spaces. So that's all in all the conclusion of this topic. And it is one of the most exciting times to live, one of the most exciting times to build business, but that also comes with new problems, new challenges, and new ways to work.